Hey, good afternoon. It's Jay.
Agent G.
Here with G. We're here at the Fort Worth Aviation Museum because we've been trying to track down some information for a long time on Santa. Santa and his sleigh and his propulsion systems. We heard that the museum here had been getting in a lot of things lately, and we thought we'd go through the archives here and see if we can find the connection we've been looking for. So, G, why don't you take a look and I'll update them on what we're planning to do.
I will. As men in black, it's our duty to find out what's going on.
You know, now we've been following Santa for a long time, and we know
Yes.
Santa's real. He may change out from time to time over the years, but Santa's real. Elves we know are not; they're aliens. They're from Rigel 12. They live completely on sugar. That's how they can work so fast. And we know that Santa works in kind of a time warp up at the North Pole. So the outside observer, being most humans, time passes slowly, but for Santa it's really fast, and that's how we figure he goes back several hundred years. We've been looking at connections. We think that there's a connection between the Air Force or the military and Santa, and that's what we're here to look for today. We know that the FAA has been involved for a while, and we're going to talk about that. But we also know that there's been other things, that updating of his sleigh and that kind of stuff. But the real clue that we're trying to find out is the propulsion system and how it all works. Find anything? Oh my God, that might be it. It looks like a -1 for the sleigh.
-1 means operating manual in Air Force terms.
Take a look and see what you get. In the meantime, let me show them something. We know that Santa's been working with the Air Force on an updated sleigh through the AFRL. Most people think that that's the Air Force Research Lab, but we've come to find out that that's really not what it is. They've been working with aliens, and it's really the Armed Forces Regalian League, and they've been working on a lot of secret stuff. FAA, on the other hand, what do we got here?
It says sleigh Mark 1 for 8 reindeer power plants. Mark 2, 9 reindeer power plants. Maybe.
Good. Let's see. Maybe we got it.
Maybe he is real. Maybe Rudolph is real.
Maybe he is.
Maybe he is. But anyway, go on with
the power plants are what we're looking at.
Holy cow.
We know the Air Force, we know that the FAA has tried to help out, but sometimes they just go a little bit overboard.
A little bit.
For instance, anybody who's flown over the North Pole will tell you it's completely flat up there. Yeah. That over the North Pole, sometimes you see a little bit of a reflection or a little bit of a shimmering, and we've always considered that's the portal into the North Pole in the workshop. But the FAA has done things like this. Now, this is an approach plate for the ability to make an arrival into an airport. Well, they don't need that kind of regulation. But we've since learned too that most of the people at the FAA are humans and very hardworking people. But we've come to learn that some of the management of the FAA are aliens. They're really from a hollow moon on the backside of Uranus. I mean, here's some of the other stuff they've attempted to do.
But that's the FAA.
But this is the FAA, and this is another thing that they've tried to do in terms of regulating Santa and his sleigh and his operation. Hasn't worked out very well.
No.
What are you finding out?
I have found out something very interesting. No automatic landings must be attempted without Mark II Rudolph power plants. Oh my gosh, an automatic landing because the weather's so bad. You've done automatic landings.
Yeah.
I've done when we did our civilian non-men in black role of being airline pilots.
So
Look
that
at
means
this.
he's essential equipment.
He is essential equipment.
MEL right there, minimum equipment list.
Oh
Rudolph.
my word! On the Mark II, look what we found.
Oh my
Look
God.
what we found.
We may have found what we're looking for here. The power plant is what we haven't been able to explain, and I think G's just found out why.
Lord have mercy! Look what we have found.
It's got a cutaway of the engine.
The cutaway of the engine. That is incredible. We knew something was here. We knew there was a secret here. Oh my gosh! Everybody could see that.
Yeah, they can see that.
Oh
real
my
good.
gosh! Under the procedures, under pre-flight procedures, can you believe this? This is real. Under pre-flight procedures, there's seven. So see, we do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. That's how we do it when we flew fighters. Back when we did civilian job, well, that would be military jobs instead of MIB jobs. It says step number 7, kiss Mrs. Claus goodbye. Lord, oh my gosh, this is real. I was skeptical. Agent J, he believed, but I was a skeptical person. Now I'm beginning to believe a little more. I don't know, Agent J.
We knew the proof was here someplace. We just had to find it.
Oh my gosh.
We know NORAD helps. Santa gets a lot of help from all around the world, NORAD, and that's how you can track Santa as he leaves tomorrow night. You just go to NORADSanta.org and you can track him on your computer. But some of the rest of the stuff, the engine is what we didn't know about. The propulsion system. You figure with his bag, the only thing that explains that is that it's a wormhole. The bag's a wormhole because physicists and astrophysicists have figured out the weight of the sleigh, and it's millions upon millions of pounds to be able to carry all of that. But if the sack is just a wormhole, then all he has to do is reach in and get what he needs based on the guidance system, which is the Naughty Nice book. But it's the power plant that we've been looking at that for answers for.
It says something about here on another classified manual, which we'll have to find someday. We may not have time for it. It runs on PFM?
PFM.
What the heck is PFM?
It's got to be in here someplace.
PFM. Oh my word. Here it is. Oh my gosh. It's under the Pure Faith and Magic. Can you believe that? Pure faith and magic. If you don't believe, it ain't going to happen.
It's not going to happen. So you got to believe.
You got to believe. Oh my gosh. It talks about lining up for takeoff, and that says check alignment of engines. I guess you got to have all the reindeer in line to make sure this works.
Well, he's got stalling procedures too.
Yep. We call each reindeer by name, and that's how we take off. Lord have mercy. Look at this. There is little warning of an approach to a stall except for slight sleigh buffeting, which may be felt 5 miles per hour, 5 knots before the stall itself. Geez, that sounds just like it was when we used to fly airplanes.
Yeah, it does.
Back in the day.
Like that.
Back in the day. Unbelievable. Like Agent J knows a lot more about this than I do because, like I said, Agent J believed. I, on the other hand, was very skeptical until now.
I always knew. I always knew in my heart.
I'm telling you what.
So now we know Santa's real. The elves are aliens. The FAA is sort of alien.
It's an alien. That's for sure. Oh my gosh. Fuel system. The Mark I version is equipped with 8 independent fuel tanks. I bet that's the reindeer.
That's it, yeah.
They are fueled, connected each one to one engine. Particular care must be taken during refueling. You and I know about refueling.
Yeah.
We've done air-to-air refueling. In order to guarantee equal tank filling of each engine. That is critical.
Yeah.
That is critical. So you put too much out there on the wing and it's going to, woo!
So there's got to be a faith and magic meter to be able to tell that you've got all of
that.
Yeah, that you've got the right amount in each one.
Dude.
You wouldn't want to get into a situation where you have to do an approach on the dreaded 7 reindeer approach.
Dreaded 7 because you've lost one of the reindeer. Says here, not following this procedure, that's important, can have catastrophic consequences, including loss of engine during takeoff or cruise and weight and balance problems.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
It could go out of control, roll over.
Wow. Wow. That's part 1, and then there's handling. Oh my gosh. This manual, it tells it all. It says it all. This is very classified manual, and we just knew the Fort Worth Aviation Museum in Fort Worth, Texas probably had it because they have some stuff.
We're going to run out of time
here. Oh no.
Well, so if anybody's got any questions, you need to ask them now because nobody knows we're here.
That's right.
We can't stay here very long.
No, we have to leave soon.
So if you've got questions, bring them up. Otherwise, we'll get the museum people to answer them later on.
Yeah, exactly.
But the important thing is we know that the operation is fueled on faith and magic. It's pure faith and magic. So if you want Santa to do his good work, then you're going to have to believe because Santa needs to be cleared hot on his mission tomorrow, and it's going to take a lot of faith and magic. There's more people in the world, more people who need a little joy and uplifting, and so we got to give Santa all the faith that we possibly can so that he can do his job.
And don't forget, when they say milk and cookies, leaving milk and cookies out, they're not kidding. Because according to this manual right here, the Flight Engineer's Manual, it says equivalent mass of milk and cookies must be ingested by the pilot, which is Santa, during the procedure in order to respect the CG, the center of gravity envelope. Whoa. Whoa. Well, I never knew that.
I'm really glad we came to the museum today because we found what we've been looking for a long, long time.
We have.
So let me see if we've got any questions, and then I think we're going to just plan on getting out of here.
Because people can't know that we're here.
No, people can't know that we're here. But we got a lot of people been watching today. Thanks for stopping in. Get to us if you can or if you need to. But we've got the answers here today, something we've been looking for a long, long time. The military's been working with Santa through the Armed Forces Regalian League.
Wow.
That the FAA has been trying to help.
They don't know how to help.
They were here to help Santa, but we're not certain that they really have. And we've got a lot of other people out there that take part in this thing to make it all work. So we hope you all have a good holiday. We hope you all have enough faith and magic to get Santa to do his good work. And for the meantime, I think it's time for us to leave.
We have to leave. But we need you to look inside here. And remember, you heard nothing and saw nothing.
All you'll remember is you believe.
And the Fort Worth Aviation Museum.